Scott, we got a chance to check out Battleborn. It's a MOBA.
Kinda. I mean, it definitely takes ideas from MOBAs, but I would hesitate to actually label it a MOBA.
2K calls it a hero shooter, but maybe we'll just settle on MOBesque.
Yeah, I'd go for MOBesque. I'd say, yeah, that's accurate.
The mode that we want to talk about is the PvP mode Meltdown, which people who've previously played Monday Night Combat and other MOBA-type games know this mode, where basically you escort your minions to a muncher, and it munches them, and you get lots of points.
Yeah, and obviously you want to sabotage the other team by killing their little minions and protect your own minions. That's the whole... So there's almost like a tower defense aspect to it, too, because you gain currency and buy turrets and upgrading your own characters along the way, obviously.
So what makes Battleborn kind of unique is that there's actually 25 heroes in here. Now, I went back and actually looked up in Borderlands. By the time Borderlands was said and done, there were about 16 characters. So this launches with 25 characters. Each of these characters is pretty unique. Like, you really need to have a sense of situational awareness in this game, know who you are and who you're fighting against.
I mean, I think what's really interesting about Battleborn is a lot of games that encourage teamwork, you can still run off on your own and have a good time. Like in Call of Duty or something like that, you can run off and you have a gun and it plays the same. In Battleborn, because the characters are so different, some of them are almost not even fun to play unless you're sort of using them the right way with the other complementary characters that sort of work with them.
Yeah, so a good matchup that I really liked was Phoebe versus Arendi. I'm probably killing that name, but basically Arendi's a hit and run character. She's got 4 arms. She goes in really fast. She does damage. She can drop this thing called Shadow Fire Pillar, which does a lot of damage, but then she has to leave. She has an ability that lets her leave, which is basically a backwards leap that drops damage as she gets out. So, for example, when she runs into Phoebe, who basically has a saber and who can teleport in, it's this really cool match between somebody who deals damage and wants to stay on another character and somebody who deals damage and wants to escape from another character.
Yeah. That's actually a really interesting thing, is that as you play, you kind of learn which matchups are more favorable for your character, because sometimes you'll be playing as a particular character and come across somebody else playing a character that really outmatches your specific abilities, and you kind of need to learn that in certain cases, you're better off retreating and getting help from your teammates because your skills just put you at a disadvantage against certain other characters.
So in terms of overall look and feel, I was still definitely getting that Borderlands vibe from this game.
Oh, definitely.
It definitely has that similar cel-shaded style, but also the tongue-in-cheek writing is very similar. So I think people who are fans of Borderlands will feel very comfortable in Battleborn.
Definitely. I mean, yeah, in addition to playing some PvP, we got a chance to play through a full campaign mission, and there was a lot of banter back and forth between like a mini-boss and the final boss. They were just sort of bickering over the comms system the entire mission. It was a lot of fun. It was the same kind of humor you would expect from Borderlands.
I am Arachnus, the Spider King, Lord of all spiders.
No, not today, okay? You're not a Spider King. You're an S1 Sentry unit, and your name is Jeff.
It's pretty clear that this is a Gearbox game. This was, worked on by members of the Borderlands team. Like, that flavor is still in there. And really, that's what it comes down to in Battleborn, and that's what they've been pushing since day one. It's all of these different characters and all of the experiences you can have. I mean, they released that trailer recently that detailed like the innumerable number of combinations and skill trees that you can use, and just all these different ways to play. That's really what Battleborn comes down to, and that was even more apparent in PvP than it has been any other time we've played the game.
For more coverage of Battleborn, stay tuned to GameSpot.com.
We're halfway there. Our minion altars have been relocated.